Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Traversatile, and today we are existing. Greetings. This video is clearly different from others I have done. This is the first time I genuinely don't know what to say in a video. I'm not doing anything and there's not really a point to it. It's kind of just going to be an update, I guess. But the reason I'm making this video is because today, February 22nd, is the 1-year anniversary of me starting my YouTube channel. I wanted to celebrate this day with an insightful video that was well crafted, something I planned out, I took my time editing, was on a topic that I'm passionate about, something I would be proud of. I figured making a video that reflects my excitement and passion would be the best way to mark the milestone of me posting my first YouTube video a year ago. But lo and behold, I am not doing that. I did start planning and brainstorming the video I wanted to post today, but as I was writing the script, I realized it would actually be better if I split that content into 2 separate videos, because I was kind of covering 2 topics simultaneously, and I didn't want to leave out a piece of information that was important, but I wasn't trying to make a 40-minute long video essay, you know? So I made the decision to just make those 2 videos later, and for now, today, just post a little update. So as a general update, my life recently has been chaos. I bought my first car and we moved to our first apartment back in the middle of December. So it has been a lot of transition, just acclimating to a new layout and routine. We finally got into a bit of a groove. We feng shuied the crap out of our apartment until it felt right, and our surroundings are now familiar. I was going to buckle down and become laser focused on building up my sinking funds again, because I had just drained all of them from buying a car, moving to an apartment, and seeing people for the holidays. But then, in the middle of January, I got laid off, and it has absolutely decimated all of my plans to save up and try to get a month ahead on my expenses and try to balance paying my expenses and putting a bit aside at the same time. On top of that, I have tried to figure out filing an unemployment claim, but the post office messed it up. I didn't know that was possible, but they did, and the one time they mess it up, it's for an important document, of course. It took me so long just to find out why my claim wasn't processing, and by the time I learned it was the post office that was causing it, weeks had already passed of me not receiving income. I started a new claim, but it did not retrospectively include the weeks that had already passed. And now I found out that they made an error with whatever information they used to calculate how much they give me. So I have to file a thing to ask them to change it, but I don't know how long that's gonna take to process. It's been fun. I don't want to mistakenly discuss confidential information, but that's the summary of me not having income. I have been doing a lot to try to prevent any issues with our living conditions. I have applied for all the assistance programs, SNAP, HEAP, food pantries, all of that, but it's still overwhelming. We just moved in the middle of December, and it's a 16-month lease, which means now in February, there are still 14 months left. So we can't just dip and go back to living with my mom. If I had known I was going to lose my job after a month of living here, obviously I would not have moved here, but obviously I had no way of knowing. It's just terrible timing, and I kind of have to just deal with the circumstances. Because of the severity of the situation, that meant superfluous things like me making videos for my YouTube channel had to be pushed to the back burner. We are in survival mode, and my time needs to be spent ensuring I obtain the necessary income for us to have food to eat and somewhere to live Unfortunately, YouTube is not a source of income right now, so it was one of the sacrifices I needed to make. I'm disappointed it happened in the middle of my 2-week challenge I was trying to do back in January, out of all times. But it was so sudden and jarring, I just had to cease everything and then pick out what is absolute priority. I have missed it though, and I even was trying to get my spirits up and restart the 2-week challenge as a way to celebrate me being on YouTube for 1 year. I planned ahead and was okay with doing little bits of content creation in between blocks of me doing important stuff like filing paperwork, looking for jobs, all that. But the time I was aspiring to do it has come, and I am nowhere near prepared to do 2 weeks worth of video posting, and I do not have the capacity to sit and try to rush through editing all the footage in order to post on time on these days I want all in a row. So really, this video is not me excitedly announcing that I'm restarting the 2-week challenge like I was hoping. Instead, it's really just me saying, yo, a lot's been going on, but happy birthday to my channel, I guess. Bye. But yeah, that's the gist of what's been happening. I do hope to restart the challenge at some point. I don't know when. Ultimately, I know it didn't have to be a way for me to celebrate. I can literally do it whenever, at any time. I just wanted it to be symbolic, I guess, because I care about my channel and I want my content to have deeper meaning behind them rather than just, hey, watch this, you know? So anyway, all that to say, this was not a grand celebration of my 1-year YouTube anniversary, but sometimes celebrations can be you drinking a glass of wine by yourself rather than this whole fully decked out occasion with weeks of planning and multiple people attending. Back then, when I started my channel and posted my first video, I did not imagine my life would be like this a year later, but I didn't really imagine what it would be like at all. So it's definitely an unmet expectation, but I didn't really have an actual expectation to be in its place to begin with. But regardless, I'm dealing with a lot of disappointment right now. I hope you guys are doing better. I know better is subjective, but I hope you guys are at a point where you have growth and security and have the space and capacity to pursue what you're passionate about. Or if you're also in survival mode, what's up, my fellow strugglers? We can struggle together. But that's all I wanted to say. I know it's a very different style from my other videos, but I hope it was enjoyable. If something in the video resonated with you, let me know in the comments below. If you have gone through or are going through something similar, feel free to share your experience. Have you felt stuck in similar conditions, or was the thing that overwhelmed you something completely different? And has anyone else had this much trouble with a post office? Because oh my gosh. But yeah, I hope you all have an enjoyable rest of your day. This has been Traversatile. Farewell. I bought my first car and we moved to our first apartment back in the middle of the December. And I do not have the cap. Because of the severity of this situation, that meant we are in survival mode and my time needs to be spent